Canal, which is just over there. Probably the best part of 2 months now. I've just come through Hawkesbury Junction over there. I'm currently in Sutton stop block, and we're going to head on up the Oxford Canal, or down the Oxford Canal I should say, really, because this is the sort of the most northern point of the Oxford Canal ish, because we're going to go north before we go south. Anyways, you know what I mean. So it's time to go. Was glorious sunshine just now. It's clouded over a little bit, but it's still very, very mild. So it's the 14th of December today. You wouldn't believe it. It's really mild. A great day for cruising. I'm going to stop and get some water while we're here. The water point right by the lock here. There's a lot of water points around here. There's 3 different places. Well, here I am filling up with water, as you can see here. Hose pipes attached. I don't know what's happened to the weather. I set off, it was beautiful sunshine and quite warm. It's cooling down quite quickly and got quite windy. Well, there's the water going in, of course. I was very busy this morning. I was sawing, chopping, lots and lots and lots of firewood. One thing I can tell you, that my cordless chainsaw, which cut all this up this morning, lasted for just a fraction over the hour. I know it wasn't running continuously, but it was running a lot of the time, and it was cutting up some quite substantial ash. I just have a few small bits and pieces left to cut up sometime, which I could do on the table saw. I have the camera down in the back deck here, trying to keep it out of the wind a bit. I've decided I'm not going to worry about filling completely up with water. I'm going to go and disconnect it now and make a move. I can get water at any time, and I have such a big tank. I wasn't desperate anyway, I was just topping up. Oh, when I got back to the front of the boat, it was actually just full, so that was perfect timing. So I do end up with a full tank of water. Well, I'm going to make a move right now. Not quite sure how far I'm going to go. My original plan was to go to Brinklow, but I think Anstey is probably more in the line now for my destination. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go all the way to Brinklow. I'm probably going to more up at Anstey. It's got quite cold and very windy out there now. After starting off this morning, glorious sunshine and very mild. Oh well, can't win it all. And it is the 14th of December after all. I don't don't suppose they're going to notice if I don't slow down going past their moored boats. Shame to see, isn't it? Boats burnt out. This used to be well overhung here. Look at all the willows they've cut back. Unfortunately, this is all willow wood, and I'm not particularly interested in picking that up. Lots of it. Wonder why, because nobody else wants it either. Well, that is ash that has been cut here. That's more interesting. I wonder if I can find any of that left lying around. It's times like this, I'm really glad I had the chainsaw on charge. It wasn't fully charged, but it had enough oomph in it. And I'll show you what I've got. All this hawthorn. Rather large pieces there. And at the front, I'll show you in a minute, all the ash I managed to find. Well, I'm afraid I won't be showing you what's in the front. I had in the front well, but I had about 6 or 7 rather large chunks of ash in there. I couldn't lift them even onto the roof, they were too heavy, so it wasn't until I got moored up properly I was able to cut them up. Well, I've reached Anstey, and this is where I'm moored right now. Look at the view across the trees, look at the sunset, isn't it gorgeous? And the way the sun is shining in the weeping willow on the bank opposite. Well, as we leave Anstey and we look up across the fields here, we can see Anstey Hall there now through the trees. Anstey Hall today is a 4-star luxury hotel, so I guess you can come and stay here if you've got the money. And I believe it is called McDonald Anstey Hotel today. Well, I'd like to know what's been going on here. For the last 2 miles, all I keep seeing is black plastic bags full of rubbish floating down the canal. Everywhere. Where have they come from? This is ridiculous, it's disgusting. I just don't know what to say. It can't be boaters, there's just so many of them, and there's all sorts of things like canes and all sorts of things being wrapped up and floating around. It's just frightening. Where does this all come from? Someone needs to be accountable for this and get in here and clear it up, because if this starts to sink, then we've got a lot of problems with our boaters picking this all up around their props. Well, I called the CRT when I stopped that evening, and they told me they actually knew about all the rubbish in the canal and that they were sending somebody out to investigate it and deal with it. Not quite sure why they need to investigate it first, but there you go. Well, in the next clip, you're going to see what I took off my prop the next morning. I'm not saying I picked it up from that rubbish that had been dumped in the canal, but it came from somewhere. I didn't show it, but I actually cleared the prop out this morning. I knew it was something around it because it was really difficult in reverse to stop the boat, and that's what I took off. The zipper and all sorts of yuckies there. I can tell I'm in tick over now and going an awful lot better than it was yesterday or the day before when I stopped. Well, that's going to bring this video to an end. Of course, I want to thank all my Patreon and PayPal supporters, everyone for watching and everyone for subscribing. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, it really helps the channel out. And don't forget to hit that old bell notification button. That way YouTube will inform you every time I upload a new video. That's if you want to see them, of course. I hope you do. Anyway, that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.